Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 13 carries, 110 yards, and the score.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Wentz. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
He gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football, rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Landry the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill. Granted, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Wilson's pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
1st and goal at the 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how.
Cody Parkey lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10. At their own
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Their 49-yard line.
Wentz to throw again. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard pickup there on second.
And 4.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Seahawks nothing.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2. At the 19-yard line.
On second down now. It's Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Jarvis Landry.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the
play. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to find John Brown. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On second down now, it's Robinson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. James Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Cook. Zach Baun there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working from the gun, Wentz. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first is Wentz. Short throw to Disley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Dalvin Cook.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. Quick slant to Brown. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Randall Cobb. Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Makes the score Patriots 14, Seahawks 3.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. On the return, Dare Ogunbowale. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is here and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Will Lutz.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is... Just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
For Hunter Renfrow is a man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
Second down and 10.
To throw is Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Lutz's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. On the run, it's Robinson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
James Robinson.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards.
And
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks' 10-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Wilson's pass.
Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
They'll take over.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
New England.
James Robinson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
At the 35-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. No gain, and it's 2nd down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
16 yards, a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
49-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Again, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Leonard Floyd, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Wentz on the keeper.
I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards to gain there, second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a rip. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Ferguson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Greg Ward. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final try now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practice.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and A pretty good game plan. Pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Patriots, now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them so you...